7. Barrett outside the switch. Doncic goes all out. Great step. And then he hammers it home. Broke his ankles.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are doing well, and the reason I wanted to make this video on RJ Barrett is because first off, he's a crucial part of our future. We need him to be good, and second off, he's been good this season. And also my third point is, like, people fail to look at like the expectations entering the season. Like, no one expected us to be in the playoffs after the trade deadline, after the All-Star break. Like, people, like, at least I was looking at, like, Randall came off of, like, yes, he was putting up numbers, but it wasn't equaling winning basketball. And of course, he's been good this season. RJ Barrett's only 20 years old. Bullock's not our, like, future wing when it comes to the starting lineup. We don't even have our point guard. Who knows if we have our center, because Mitchell Robinson constantly gets hurt. And we're even questioning if Julius Randle was going to be the starter because we drafted Obi Toppin. So it's been a pleasant surprise. So now everyone just has these expectations, and they're setting these unrealistic expectations for this Knicks team. We're just expecting Randle to put this team on his back every single night and drop 40 when he's going to have bad games, if you know what I'm saying. But people fail to look at, like, we needed to see RJ develop well this season. Like, it was all about development. Like, some people thought Knox was going to get a shot, like with Kenny Payne. We don't know if we specifically brought Kenny Payne in for Knox or just because he's a good coach. Mike Woodson, of course, he's not here anymore, which freaking sucks, but he was way too good of a head coach not to get, or he was way too good of a coach not to get a head coaching gig again, and now he's with Indiana, which is like a special place in his heart. But anyway, we're going to be talking about RJ. Because also, like, this Knicks team hasn't been nailing draft picks. Like, think about the past drafts. Like, Obi Toppin, he may be a very nice, solid role player for us. But with Randle starting, he's obviously not going to be like our starter of the future. We can't really say if we nailed that pick or not. Even though I wasn't really high on the pick, I still think he could be like a solid energy guy off the bench. Knox, that pick hasn't worked out. Frank, that pick hasn't worked out. Like, we haven't been nailing our draft picks. And for you to have sustained success in the long run, you have to nail your draft picks. Or, yes, it's nice in all free agency. You're going to be spending all this money. But if you want to get young guys or you want to have sustained success, you got to nail on the draft picks. And it's sometimes really good to really groom these guys in your organization, or draft someone and groom them and develop them, because it shows players around the league or other organizations like, oh, the Knicks are legit. They didn't take the easy way out of getting these guys in free agency. Like, they're really like developing these guys after drafting them. It looks like they've changed that narrative of they can't develop anyone. But it looks like we finally nailed the pick of RJ Barrett. He's only 20 years old and he's looked very good this season. Last season, you could say he was a disappointment, but he was a rookie. He was extremely young. Actually, when he declared for the draft, he was only 18 years old. So that just shows how freaking young he is when it comes to RJ Barrett. But yeah, just Knox not developing or him not living up to the hype. Frank Ntilikina, just having these guys not work out definitely hurt this team. And it was definitely going to hurt if RJ Barrett didn't work out. Don't get me wrong, Julius Randle's been amazing this season, but we couldn't just have Julius Randle. We needed someone else to step up, especially for the long run. If RJ Barrett doesn't work out, or if he played horrible this season, a lot of people would be questioning, like, damn, this RJ pick really set back the Knicks like 2 to 3 years, because we needed to nail this freaking draft pick, especially a top 3 or 3rd overall pick. You just had to. And yeah, like, again, it's great to have Randle, but you need other pieces, especially in today's NBA. But yeah, RJ Barrett's, like, development this season, or just how much better he's gotten, has been amazing. Like, I remember when he was drafted, his father was like, he's going to give it everything he has. Like, he's going to put in the work. He's an efficient worker. He constantly is working. Like, this man has such a great work ethic, and he's proven that. Like, we've never doubted his character, his maturity in interviews. Like, this man wants to be great, and you really see it. Like, yes, he averaged 14 points per game, but no one was looking at it last season because, first off, he was inefficient, and the Knicks were just absolute dumpster juice. They were freaking awful. He was not shooting well from the free throw line, only 61%. Like, he was just not good as a basketball player. A lot of people were saying he's this black hole, he sucks already at such a young age. I'm really critical of RJ because I expect more from RJ, but then you also have to realize he's really young. Like, I think he's going to be a very good basketball player for us, but just how much he's improved has been amazing this season. Like, efficiency from downtown, shooting nearly 36%, upping his field goal percentage from 40 to nearly 45%. Last season, he shot 31% from three, 36% from three now. The free throws have definitely helped out RJ Barrett as well, because he's a guy that tries to initiate contact, that at least doesn't always get the calls. When you take a look at RJ Barrett's game, it's so weird. He really relies on like physicality of initiating contact, but he can't get to the free throw line. It pisses me off. Like, I don't know. I think the refs have something against RJ Barrett, but he shot 61% from the free throw line last year. 73, 74% may not sound great, but it is much better than 61% last season. And RJ Barrett, you could see like certain plays he's making this season you didn't see last season. Like when he's on a fast break, he was just looking to score. Now he's pretty good at reading the court and recognizing to kick it out in the corner when he gets the defensive collapse. He may have plays there or there, like when you're like, RJ Barrett, that dude's wide open. But you also have to think he's still really he's still reading the game. Like he's still like having moments that he looks like a rookie out there, because he's only 20. He can't even drink yet. This man, like while everyone else is celebrating, drinking their tequila, vodka, their shots or whatever it is, like at the bar, this man's sipping on a Shirley Temple with Joel Embiid, like if we're being real. But all jokes aside, I've really liked RJ Barrett's development throughout the season. If it's come to his playmaking, the maturity of his game, just he added like that mid-range shot in his arsenal now, which I love, because it really takes away him shooting, like not shooting too many threes, and he's starting to feel more comfortable like in the pick and roll, picking his spots, and just his development as a playmaker has been really good this season. And the reads, because RJ Barrett just so crucial for the future. We need this pick to work out. We need RJ Barrett to be a beast, and he looks like a beast right now. But I didn't expect him to have this type of pop year. I know some people were expecting 19 to 20 points, but I was just really concerned with Randall having the ball in his hands a lot. Like a lot of people were saying RJ's not thriving because of Randall, but no, I actually thought a lot was on RJ, even though I love RJ Barrett a lot. You saw it, like Randall's like keeping his head up this year. It was just that RJ was not letting the game come to him whatsoever, even though there's several moments. Like, could you imagine what RJ would do with a literal point guard, though, like a real point guard? Like, he's being way more efficient this year, and he's actually a good basketball player with freaking Elfrid Payton at point guard. So I get it. Sometimes he rushes shots because he's like, well, Elfrid Payton won't pass me the ball. Like, he's not making the right play out here. He's doing stupid shit, so he has to take care of business his own or whatever. But another thing with RJ, we love that he's not afraid of the big moment. I hate these people that are saying RJ Barrett isn't clutch. You can't label RJ anything. You can't label him a number 2 option. You can't label him a future number 1 option, number 3 option. He's only 20. You can't like list him those things whatsoever, especially when he hasn't gotten like several opportunities down the stretch. Rockets game though, I thought he was pretty damn clutch down the stretch of that game. Against the Hawks earlier in the season, 2 clutch threes. Just because he's missed that one game winner against the Timberwolves, that makes him not clutch. Yes, you could say he could have made the right pass to quickly, but we know RJ is going to want to take over. We've seen several examples of players just they want to take over in that moment. They want to be that dog. They want to be that hero, but sometimes you also have to make that right play. And RJ Barrett's defense has really stepped up this season. You could say RJ Barrett's not great at moving his feet, or some people thought that like his rookie year, how it wasn't going to translate because he's kind of this guy that's not crazy fast, but he has played so smart and so disciplined. He's going to have his lapses because he's young, but I love his physicality. I just love the way he's playing defense this season. There's so many just, I don't know, just like that got me so excited, types of plays on defense. But his defense, his playmaking, the efficiency of his scoring, his outside shot, and I really wish we got to see RJ Barrett take that shot last night, because you saw like he has potential to take over in quarters. Like he really does. He's a second half basketball player. That's what I love about him. Yes, he may have his 4 or 5 points in the first half, but he might provide us 11 or 13 points in the second. Like he's going to step up when it matters most. And a lot of people wanted Alec Burks. I wouldn't have been mad at Alec Burks taking that last shot because he was clutch on that one shot. But RJ Barrett was cooking. I believe he had 7 straight points, picking his spot from that deep 2, like a couple threes. Like he was amazing down the stretch in the game. And I wish RJ got that revenge because of what Anthony Edwards was saying and all that. But I've been really pleasantly surprised with RJ Barrett. Like I've been surprised, but I'm not, because like I know he puts in this work and he knows what he has to work on. But just RJ Barrett being good this season, that's definitely saved our season, because if Randall was just good and RJ was just dumpster juice, I would really have questions about the future, because I'll be like, Randall's a good player, but he's not a number 1 option. He's not a guy that's going to carry your team to a freaking championship, or he's going to carry your team to a top 3 seed. Like he still has a lot to work on. We question him down the stretch. holding onto the ball too much, like especially like down the stretch of last night or even games before. He's so frustrating. Like, we have things that work and then we go away from things that are working because we won't move the ball. We're not playing discipline for 48 minutes of ball. Like, I wanted to say Randall played well last night, but he really did it in the second half because he didn't make the right plays when it mattered most. But I love the way RJ played. He plays with this grit and grind type of attitude. Of course, his grandfather, he grew up watching Knicks games with. But yeah, I'm proud of RJ. I hope he continues to develop and he even has a bigger year next season, which would be huge. But nailing these draft picks are crucial for sustained success in the future. And I believe in RJ. I think he's going to put in the work as long as we surround him with shooters to make him feel even more comfortable. And we finally draft a damn point guard. But let me know down below your thoughts on RJ. Like, what do you grade his season like so far? Like, at one point it was a B-, but now it's really raising up because that was like before All-Star break when he had like a couple good games to end the season. But he's been even better since then. But yeah, let me know down below your thoughts. It's definitely very encouraging to see RJ Barrett play well. Hopefully he finishes the season strong. But yeah, let me know down below your thoughts. Appreciate all you guys for being members. I really appreciate it. Channel wouldn't be possible without you guys. Everyone that likes, comments, subscribes. Again, you guys are amazing. And as always, guys, have a humble day or night. Peace out, y'all.